Hello, fellow hunters, and welcome to the stream. We are back live in Deer Hunter 2005. I hope you're all doing well. We started on point. Okay, that's fine. Audio quality is also good. At least I hope so. I did not change any of the settings, so it should be fine. Our topic for today, like I announced in the community post, is just ranking up a bit the profile in Deer Hunter 2005. Let me check quick my loadout. I think I will keep that. It is the loadout from our long shot attempts. To start this stream, I wanna play a round of good old Georgia. I think that's a good start. And we are right now 66 points. We are a tracker at the moment. And I hope that we can at least rank up to the next rank. And for that we need to reach 70 points. Okay. I think pre-rut is okay for the season. Let's just start the map. As usual in Georgia, I think I will start in the fields in the north and just checking the controls really quick. Oh, there's something running away, but that's only a small one. So that was crouching, running. Okay, we are back in the game. I haven't played it for a while, but like I told you in the community post when I announced the stream, I enjoy and have a lot more fun with this game at the moment compared to Thund3r 2. I think it's just because I have a much stronger connection to this game. I spent so many years with Deer Hunter 2005 and Thund3r 2 annoyed me a little bit recently. All that rabbit stuff and what's going on, so today I prefer to or let's say in general, that's a spike bug. Okay, these will give us no points for our profile, so we don't need to take him down. Let's check the wind direction. That's something that I always need to get used to again after I played other games who don't have this feature. Running in the wind direction is probably a bad idea, so let's check this area of the map. Yes, and today I also checked the Steam pages, the store pages of Thund3r 3 and Ultimate Hunting, and I saw no news. The latest news were from the beginning of March, so there is basically no official news. At least I found no news for these two games since almost 2 months now. But that stuff is still in development, and I guess that's normal. would prefer to get more and more frequently updates with a bit more details about the game. But that is their decision what they want to share and what not. So that's fine. So this is also a small one. I'm only interested in large bucks today. Not take any dose, even if I can bag one in my bag limit. But there's no benefit for the profile, so I will ignore that. I mostly ignore that. Sometimes I shoot a doe, but only if it's a real big one. That's male deer. Yeah, in terms of news, the only little new thing that I found while checking my games list store pages on Steam was that Way of the Hunter had a smaller update that brought more variety in the whitetail deer antlers, so you have more. The trophies look a bit more impressive, I guess. I just saw some screenshots. I haven't played Way of the Hunter for a long time right now. I don't know. It's a great game. Don't get me wrong, but I can't get a connection to the game. I don't know why. It looks amazing, it has really great gameplay, and the weapons and equipment, that's all really nice implemented. I can't get myself to dig really deep down in the game. I don't know the reason. Maybe it's the herd system that's not so much the style of game I prefer. But maybe I will give it a try again in the next weeks. Maybe we will do again a Way of the Hunter stream. If the news for the other games are if they take so long before we get any new information, I think I will play mainly Deer Hunter on stream, or I try Way of the Hunter again. Hunt Sim 2 on the stream, I don't know. Maybe if there are specific questions from you, so that I can show specific stuff or specific locations. Maybe that's a reason to stream Hunt Sim 2. But if there is no special request for me, I would have more fun streaming this, or maybe, I guess, Way of the Hunter. But we will find out what the game news world has to say in the next weeks, and as usual on Sunday I will decide on what time and what game I will stream on the usual streaming day on Wednesday. Yeah, beside all that, there is not that much to talk about today. I just want to play a relaxed round of Deer Hunter, ranking up the profile, as I said, and maybe I can't promise that, but I really want or need for this save game, for the new profile, I need my first world record bug. That would be amazing. Just because at this level or at this rank where we are with the tracker, I guess it was, with 66 points, if we now find a world record bug, that would be a huge boost in profile score points. If you find one really early, that's a good push to rank up. So later in the game you will reach a point where you can only rank up with world records or hold your score with record book trophies. Everything smaller will cost you profile points. The system of the game at a specific point, the system of the game is relentless. So you can make no mistake later without losing profile score. That makes it, compared to other games, really hard to reach the maximum. What is 160 profile points for the champion hunter rank? I got that on my main profile a while ago, but not that long ago. It was, I think last year I finished that profile, and it was that was a lot of work and a lot of searching, and I had to play countless maps because everything smaller than a world record trophy will not bring any kind of progress. In most cases, the opposite. Yeah, let's check our GPS where we are. So let's continue across the river. I don't really know. I wanted to play the Georgia map. Why this one? Okay. Why I don't replace the single shot rifle. It's calibrated on 300 meters and on the stock maps of the game. The view distance is a lot less than 300, so if we shoot something we will take this bolt rifle calibrated on 200 meters, and we need to find a... I'm not used to that anymore. To cross the river we need to find a shallow spot in the river because the water is too deep to cross the river. And all that on a 20 years old game. So we can slow down again. As you can see, I play only, or I try at least. That was a raccoon. I try at least to stay in first-person perspective and walk slower all the time, so I don't want to speed up the gameplay as I do usual on stream. I had some comments from you on one of the previous Deer Hunter streams that you want to see slower gameplay that is more dedicated to what the game was back then and how we played it back then. Even if the risk is quite high that it's a bit boring to watch, I will slow down a bit and just enjoying the game. No need to hurry. And behind every hill there could be a huge world record bug trophy waiting for us. From my experience, it will not happen that soon, I guess. I don't think that we are so lucky. Oh, we reached the end of the hunting area. So we change our direction a bit to the west, a bit to the northwest, and maybe we can find something in this nice open area. There's not much to hide for the animals, so that maybe is a good chance. Finding world records in this game depends a lot on randomness. So if you play on the hardest difficulty level, you don't have that many animals overall on the map when you load the map. The amount of animals in general is lower than on the easier difficulties, and so your chance for a world record among these spawned animals is also lower, but the benefit is, on the highest difficulty, you get more profile points. And at some point in the game, I think it was something over 100, I'm not sure. At some point you can't make any kind of progress unless you play in the highest difficulty. So for the beginning, when you have no idea how to play the game and what it's about, you can start on a lower difficulty. But I really recommend to increase the difficulty level as soon as possible when you feel safe and when you know what you're doing. These small deer, I spooked them, but that has no relevance. But when you feel safe in the game and when you know what you're doing, I really recommend to increase the difficulty to expert. Just because you get a lot more points for your profile when you claim a bug. And what's I think is even more important, you get used to let's call it the animal density on the maps. So if you play too long in the easier difficulties, your frustration will hit really fast and really hard later in the game. If you are used to a lot of animals and you play the game that way for a while, it will hit you really hard when you have no other chance for progress than increasing the difficulty. Yeah, in the end it will feel even more tougher than it already is at that point. Let's check the GPS where we are. We have still some way to go. A lot of turkeys on this map. You can shoot them, they are critters. You can shoot all the critters, but you cannot bag or claim them, so they give no points. So it makes, in general, it makes no sense to shoot them. I'm not sure what map I wanna play next. I think for today, if we play slow, I want to play at least 2 maps, I think, as a minimum, and then we will see if I end the stream or if I play a third one. That depends a bit on audience. So far right now there is not that much interest in my stream. But of course it's summertime, and at least here in Germany the weather is really nice, and there is a lot more stuff or better stuff to do than watching me hunting deer in a 20-year-old game. So we have here something interesting. Let's check him more detailed. The size seems to be good. The rack is quite large, but the amount of spikes isn't that... and that's a spike bug, so you will be ignored, even if you're a fat one, as far as I see. We have one... What the fuck? Sorry, my mouse just traveled to my second monitor. That's a... Okay, we found a nest. Now it gets interesting. At first, I wanna mask my scent. Finally, we found something. He's also not that bad. He has more spikes, but the rack is definitely smaller than this one's. Oh, what I want to do is I take this one out, and if the other one will be spooked, he will run away towards north, I think. So we need to aim a bit lower, because we are calibrated on 200 meters. A quick test round before I started streaming. Maybe had a beneficial effect, but I unfortunately did not play the test round, so I need to predict a little bit the ballistics. This one goes down, and I can hear the other one runs away. Yes. Northwest. We will follow him. They don't run that far away usually, so the animal AI was not so advanced 20 years ago. So I think here's our trophy. It is definitely no world record, but at least it's a good size. So for the first animal in today's stream, I think I'm happy with that. 171. Maybe, just maybe, it is a record book and will bring us enough points to break the next rank. 4 points is a lot, but if we are lucky and if we can get the second one that we spooked towards northwest, we can get the second one, I'm pretty sure that we will hit 70 points in the next rank instantly when we leave the map. So the one we have will bring, I think 2 points is safe. 2 points profile increase is the minimum I expect. I think there we are. That's number 2. To get a good position. We're quite far away already. The area is a little bit uphill, I think. For situations like this, the bow or the crossbow would be a lot more useful in my inventory than the single-shot rifle that I'm carrying with me that is calibrated on 300 meters. At least we learned something today. Think about what you want to do when you pick your loadout. There's a lot of vegetation. Maybe we can lure him in. But not when he's in the bushes, so... That's really close. That's risky, but let's try. That was lucky. That was really lucky, but we had so many bad shots in our Deer Hunter streams that at least now I think we deserve some luck, I guess. So this one, the antler is quite small, the deer itself is okay in terms of size. So 135. So I don't want to be greedy, but I expect something about around 70 points, profile points, please. How far we come? 70.4. That's amazing. We ranked up for today. Goal number 1 is reached. And we are now in the rank of a guide. That's really cool. Let's check the trophy room. That was the smaller one. And that's a non-typical, and he's tiny, 161 pounds. The other one, no, that's a record book we shot before. 171. That's indeed a record book trophy. That's really cool. A world record would make me a lot more happy, for sure. But for the first Deer Hunter stream since a while, that's not bad, I think. So for the next map, before I play the next map, I will definitely replace my long-range shooting English shot rifle, and I will replace that with my thrusty crossbow calibrated to 50 meters. Yeah, for playing stock maps, this loadout, this setup seems to be a lot better suited, I think. What map I want to play? What map I want to play? I want to play stock maps today. I don't want to play custom maps. Let's play Utah. Let's go for some mule deer, because if we can find a world record sized mule deer, that would be impressive. The regular larger ones are already visually quite impressive. A world record mule deer buck is huge, so they are the largest and the heaviest in the game, I think. So for the beginning, get some advantage on that small hill here. So no luck on the spawn region. Now we need to decide what direction we want to go. Walking against the wind direction is basically always a good idea. So we will travel to the north, I think. The Utah map is also one of the easier maps that come with the game. The Oregon map to hunt blacktails, and the Black Forest map, I think. If I remember correctly, they are just because the vegetation and density of bushes and forests is increased a lot on the other maps. They are the hardest of the stock maps, but Utah is a very relaxed experience, and it's comparable to the Georgia map. That is also really open, and you can see a lot. That's nice. And for today, I want a relaxed experience and maybe some progress. We already had some progress. That's cool. Maybe we can get a bit more. But the most important factor today is having some fun with this old classic game. I said that before, I am completely aware of the fact that not that many people are interested in this old stuff anymore. But for that, to be honest, I have to say, I don't care about that. That's something I really never want to stream or do something with a game just because it's popular, even if I don't like it. So that's a combination that will probably never happen on my channel. If I don't like a game, if I have no kind of fun somehow with a game, I just will not play it. As simple as it is. And as a measurement for a good game, for me personally, popularity of a game is no, let's say, is no value or no factor for judging the quality or the fun I can have with a game. Let's try towards east. These streams will probably never reach hundreds or even thousands of views. I am completely aware of that. And they are made for people that like these old classic games. And what we have here, someone's car broke down, so unfortunately we cannot help because we cannot. I think we can't even cross this street. At some point the hunting area will end. Yeah, these deer hunter streams will for sure never hit hundreds or thousands of views. They are made for the enthusiasts and for the fans of this old classic hunting game. Because I'm completely sure and really confident that this game deserves some attention, at least from some people. It might be old, but in my personal opinion, this game makes so much stuff so much more enjoyable than modern games, that for me it is still worth playing it. Yeah, and as you can see, this walking speed and only in first person perspective, and I'm not crouching at least, and I'm not crawling over the ground, so that would be even slower. But this in this very slow, and for people who don't know it, probably very boring playstyles. That is the style how we played the game back then. Very careful, and in most cases the PCs that we used back then, they weren't able to set the view distance to maximum, and there were really nasty frame drops when playing with a lot of visual details and third-person perspective. And I really need to find a way across this river. Don't know. You can see how deep the water is. I think this looks promising. No. Okay, I'm not sure if I want to cross the river there. Finally we crossed the river. Mission accomplished. Not really. So we slowed down again. Around the hills here in this northeastern part of the map. At least I remember that I found some really nice trophies in the upper part of the map, so we try that. Yeah, and as I said, for the stream next week, I think I will announce something on Sunday. That will be dependent on my mood, for sure, and what I personally want to play, and a little bit it will depend on what kind of news to which game might be released until then. But I don't expect any major news till Sunday, so. My personal mood and what I want to play that brings me the most fun. I think that will decide which game we will see next week. And for the summertime, for the summer season, I don't know, please, if you have any opinions on that, leave me a comment below the stream or in my community post section. During the summertime, when the weather is good and most people are not interested in gaming that much, I'm thinking about reducing the stream to maybe one stream every 2 weeks. That's not decided already, not final. But if you have any opinions on that, leave me please a comment below. If you want to see a stream every week, or if a stream every 2 weeks would be fine also for you. Personally, don't see that much sense in streaming every week when there is around this time of the year, what's completely understandable, don't get me wrong, if there is almost no audience for content like this. So I'm just sharing some thoughts with you right now. Like I said, there is no final decision so far. These are just some mind games that I'm thinking about recently. Let's check the... Okay, Southwest seems to be a good decision, even if the wind direction could be worse. That's not good. No, that's bad. That's really bad. So I need to be very careful, or I will spook everything in front of me without knowing that it was there. So I think also the noise is amplified when walking with the wind, so maybe it's a good idea. Where is my scent blocker? There. Maybe at least that can avoid some animals to be spooked. I'm not sure. Yeah, and overall I have to say it was, so far it was a quite exhausting week. So I'm really happy to play this relaxed game tonight with you or for you, and I hope at least some of you enjoy. And if you don't enjoy it, maybe it's not the right stream for you. So these Deer Hunter streams, they are a bit special. They are not supposed to, let's say, please everyone. they are made for people who know the game already, or want to get used to the game and get some impressions before they start or when they fresh started. Under these circumstances, maybe you will enjoy the stream a bit more. So these small areas with very high vegetation density, they are really dangerous to spook animals, because unless you switch to third-person mode, what I want to avoid today, if you stay in first-person mode, you have basically no chance to avoid spooking animals behind these small hills with that high vegetation density. No chance to see anything. So let's check our GPS. Southwest is still fine, I guess. Let's continue in that direction, and later I want to turn to the west. Just to use or to explore a larger part of the map. Today's stream will not be that long, I guess. Like I said, there isn't that much audience today. We have so far no questions in the chat. I think under these circumstances, 1 hour stream is okay. I think, yeah, 1 hour of stream should be okay. So we have around 5 more minutes to go. We already made our progress, so we ranked up. That's amazing. And maybe we can find bug number 3 or 4 on this map in the next minutes. If not, then it's not the end of the world. The two bugs we found already made this a successful stream. I had situations where I played this for definitely more than 1 hour, and haven't seen something that was even close to worth shooting. So that also can... Okay, that's a doe. It's ignoring me. That's fine. Yeah, now you run away. Very smart. at least this regular walking speed. Unless I see something really interesting. I don't want to get slower than this, to be honest. Even if this run or walk speed still makes a lot of noise, as you maybe can hear in the stream. I hope the audio balance and volume is okay. But I think you can hear that at this speed I'm still making a lot of noise. Unless I want to sneak up on something really interesting. I try to avoid slowing down more than this. I really try to avoid that as good as possible. So it can be very exciting for a short time when you're sneaking up on something really huge. It can also be very annoying to be way too slow all the time. So mostly we have at least a good chance to see animals on the horizon when they show up, unless we have a hill as our disadvantage in our way. Then we risk spooking animals. But that's fine, I take that risk and I prefer that compared to crawling through the dust all the time. People like that playstyle, that's okay. Playing offline, yeah, maybe. I'm still a bit more careful, but for this stream here, I at least want to speed it up a little bit. Just without running around like crazy and always scanning the horizon in the third-person perspective. And we are not in a hurry today. So we have almost 1 hour of stream, and this Utah map seems to be a little bit dead. Can we cross this river at that point? Yes, we can. Amazing. This is a doe. What? No. At first I thought we found something. Let's get a different viewing angle on this area. Saw that doe before. Sometimes there are small herds with accompanied by a buck, and the bucks often rest on the ground behind these small bushes. What makes them really hard, makes it really hard to spot them. when I see a group of deer on this map, at least I check always if there's something else in the area. But this time we are not. Here you can see it. The fawn. The fawn is a good example. This behavior, also the bugs show this kind of behavior sometimes. So they are hidden really good and very hard to spot. Okay, but I think I'm leaving this map now. We have 1 hour of stream. We ranked up to guide, so we found a record book trophy and 70.4 points will be our starting point for the next Deer Hunter stream. So I think I will close the stream for today. I hope you enjoyed it, and thank you for watching. Thank you for your support. And the topic and some details for next week's stream will be announced as usual, I guess, on Sunday in my community posts. So enjoy your evening, have a great time. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.